Namaste everyone. My name is Sri Lakshmi. Currently, I'm living in Bristol, United Kingdom. Welcome to all of you for this Pyramid Meditation channel. Friends, please do like and subscribe Pyramid Meditation channel. And as I said, currently I'm living in Bristol, United Kingdom, and I was born and brought up in Kurnool district, Andhra Pradesh, in India. And I was born in a traditional Brahmins family. We are three children to our parents, and I'm the elder one. I'm so grateful to my parents for this wonderful life. And friends, since my childhood, I was a very curious child, and I used to have a spiritual quest to know. And I had many questions like where we all have come from, and what is the source of this universe, and what is my purpose of life. All these questions led me to the spiritual path, and I was so innocent. I was so very shy in my childhood. At the same time, I was multi talented, very good in studies, singing, dancing, and I used to give stage performances. Childhood was so precious and so pure, my dear friends. As we all know that when we are children, we don't hold any emotions. We always live in this present moment. I remember I was with full of energy when I was a child because until 7 years of age, our brain waves will be in this theta state, my dear friends. Theta is a pure state of the mind. Theta, when the brain is operating in this theta state, it will be more relaxed, more calmer, and we completely see, observe, and absorb the things during this time. So there will be a lot of quick learning, grasping during this time. And as we grow adults, we most of the time operate with this logical mind, and conditioning slowly start to happen in our lives. So until my sixth grade, everything was going very smooth, and from my sixth grade, all this programming, conditioning started in my life from my parents, from the society, and from my relatives. And I installed all these negative programs in my mind, and there was so much of comparison in my life. My mother used to compare me with my cousins and with my relatives, and I used to feel so insecure, and I used to feel so inferior because parents themselves, when they are comparing their children with others, so it makes us insecure and inferior, my dear friends. So at that time, I don't know what to do, and I don't know how to express that emotions to my parents, and I was just keeping in myself. So, and also there was so many expectations on me. I don't know how to deal with that expectations from my parents and from my teachers in my academic studies. So parents and teachers were expecting a very high percentage from me, and I don't know how to deal with that, with their expectations. And I developed stage fears, and I developed so much of fears, and all these fears and conditioning, it blocked all my lower three chakras, my dear friends. And I was literally unable to express anything out, and I started operating my life with this limiting belief systems, completely forgetting about my worthiness. And yes, this was all about my childhood. And also from my childhood, even though I had questions about the spirituality, and as there was no one to share about this meditation to me, I was completely in the bhakti path, and my bhakti marg was so intense. So I was doing a lot of intense sadhana, fastings, donating food, completely and purely devotional, my dear friends. I was following Sai Baba, Master Shiva, and I was following many goddesses. And following all these rituals brought a lot of self discipline in me. Later, I went to pursue my plus one and plus two in Sri Chaitanya College in Vijayawada. At that time, our college organized a beautiful meditation program, and in that meditation program, the teacher asked us to meditate, and she explained us about astral travel. And for the first time in my life, I heard about this astral travel, and this word literally fascinated me, my dear friends. Later, I moved to Karnool for my graduation, and the graduation during that graduation time, my roommate Soumya and my lecturer Padmaja, they both explained me about this meditation process, and they would explain a lot of concepts like about full moon meditation, about the higher self, about the eclipse energy. And my lecturer would explain about the benefits of meditation. So both of them had literally sown the spiritual seedlings in my life, and I was eagerly listening to them as I had this quite interest in this spirituality and meditation. And after my graduation, and I later I moved to Chennai for my post graduation studies. I did my post graduation in biotechnology, and the 2 years of my post graduation time was it's a very tough time. It was a great learning time, I could say, because I went through a lot of tough challenges in my life, my dear friends. And during that time also, I was completely in the bhakti marg. I used to wake up at 4 a.m. and I used to read all this. I used to like life stories of all the spiritual masters, and I used to complete that book. When I start any book in the morning at 4 a.m., I would complete that book maybe 5 p.m. in the evening. Later, I used to have my food. Until then, I used to have only water. So my sadhana was so intense in my post graduation time, and during my graduation time also. And when I was going through this quite tough phase in during that time, so one of my hostel mates, she was watching spiritual reality video, so I also watched along with her. So that spiritual reality video, really, my dear friends, it answered all my questions, and I was quite amazed by watching that video. And as from my 10th grade until my post graduation time, most of my life was spent in hostel, as I mentioned earlier. So this hostel life made me so worse, no enjoyment, only studies. And I used to feel that most of my I missed most of my teenage enjoyment, and I became so emotionally so sensitive. I didn't know what's going on in my body. So as I said, from my childhood, as I was not expressing my emotions out, I developed irregular periods also. And this spiritual reality video, it gave me quite understanding about that I'm not this body. So in that video, they clearly explain about this, how to do meditation and the flow of cosmic energies. And this, they will tell that we comprised of 7 bodies. We are the soul. So it quite amazed me, my dear friends. So as we all know that emotions need to flow always, my dear friend, there should not be any stagnation in our energy field. So we should not get upset for small things in our lives. We need to cleanse our emotional body daily. As we clean our house regularly, we need to cleanse and release out all these unwanted emotions from our emotional body, or else they will literally they will literally drain out, my dear friends. They will will get exhausted and will get drained by these emotions. So this was my life before meditation. So in every phase of my life, I was reminded about this meditation, but only after successful completion of my material studies, I entered into the spiritual path. One day, when I was in my home for my project holidays, as my mother knew about my interest in meditation, she asked me that to go and attend the meditation session that is happening opposite to our house in one of the pyramid meditation centers. So I attended that meditation session and I liked it very much. And since then, I started following this path. And I decided, on the day, I decided that it was my path. So my life completely transformed after entering into this meditation path, my dear friends. So I started to transform step by step, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And after entering into the spiritual path again, as I had this routine of getting early in the morning, I used to wake up early in the mornings, and I used to meditate for 2 hours. And I used to read a lot of Louise L. Hay books during that time. I used to practice all the mirror exercises and all the exercises she has mentioned in her books. You Can Heal Your Life. So many books I used to read. And also I used to read a lot of new age spiritual books. Books like Osho books, Rampa, Yogananda Paramahamsa, past life regression books, and new most of the new age spiritual books, my dear friends, completely like new dimension books. Reading these books completely brought a great shift in my life, and it opened new dimension in me. And after reading these books and by doing consistent and regular practice of meditation, slowly the changes started to happen in me, and I started to share these experiences with my family, with my friends. And I used to go to schools. I taught meditation in schools and at temples to all my family relatives. And it was going like this. And I met Brahmarshi Patriji in the year year 2009 in the Sri Shaila Dhyana Mahayagnam. I was fearing to go near to sir, and as so many people said to me that sir will beat if we get any negative thoughts. As I was getting so crazy thoughts during that time, I was just fearing to go near to sir. I was just standing quite far from sir, and just I'm observing. I was observing sir and just watching him from just quite far distance. And as there were so many people, it was a very large group, but among all of them, sir just saw me and called me. Actually, I was so far away from sir, but among all the group, sir just observed me and he called me. And he called me and he put his hands on my shoulders and took me along with him. And we were just walking, and when we are walking, and sir asked me what's going on and what's the matter. I replied, sir, everything is going good, and you have to tell me, sir. Sir said, nothing to tell, you know everything, you are the master. And meeting Patri sir was like a very memorable, unforgettable moment in my life. It was most unforgettable moment in my life, my dear friends. So later, after 1 month, that is this Sri Shala Dhyana Mahayagna happened in December. Later, after 1 month in January, there was a great meditation event that was happened in Jagannatha Gattu, Karnool. And Jagannatha Gattu was a most powerful place, my dear friends. It is very powerful spot. There 3 days mega event happened with 5 hours of early morning meditation. And those 3 days I had a very great time with all the new friends. And at that time, from my inner, I got intuition to invite Patri sir to my home. And I went to Patri sir and I asked, sir, when you visit next time to our place, you should visit my house. Sir said okay. So later, after 1 month, sir visited to our hometown. And it was very quite short trip. At that time, sir visited and I invited sir, but as the schedule was so busy during that time, he didn't come to my house. Again, after 2 months, again there was a big event that was planned in our hometown. And at that time, again Patriji visited to our hometown. At that time also, I invited Patri sir. And a lot of organizers around me, they were saying that Patri sir, they won't come during this time, sir. Because we planned very big events, sir will directly go to the event spot. So I was little upset because as I was waiting, and I asked my parents to prepare all the things. If sir comes to home, I asked my parents to prepare the snacks, and everything. So I was just sitting beside the sir, and I was feeling upset because I was waiting from since morning. I was not at all, I didn't eat anything. I was waiting for Patri sir to visit our home. And as sir was observing everything, and he called me and he said, yes, now you go and ask organizers to get ready, to make everything ready. Now I'll be visiting your house, then later we'll go to the venue. Oh, and it was a very thrilling experience, my dear friends. And I had so many memorable experiences with Patri sir. And after that, I moved to Bangalore. I got married to Raghavendra. My husband name is Raghavendra. He works here as aerospace engineer. And again, we both met Patriji in the year 2011 on Buddha Purnima day. And my married life was so happy, my dear friend. At the same time, there was so many challenges in my married life, because as I said, I don't know how to address my emotions and how to deal with the challenging situations. And as for every girl, before marriage her life will be different, and after marriage her life will be so different. So I don't know how to address all these challenges. It was quite new for me how to deal with so many people, because every person, he has his own mentality. So I don't know how to address so many people, how to deal with the situations during that time. So as I was enjoying my married life, at the same time I was suffering because of my emotional disturbances. And we came to UK in the year 2012. And my husband would go to office, and during that time I was just staying at my apartment. During that time I was doing like 3 hours meditation. Again, my sadhana was so intense during that time, and I had a strong intent that I need to go and teach meditation to the foreigners. So during that time, I was meditating. I kept that intention that universe will provide me an opportunity to teach meditation to the foreigners, to the local people. And yes, my intention got manifested, and in the year 2012 I got opportunity to teach meditation to the foreigners. And literally they were waiting for that session, because in that session one of the girls, she explained that her sister is she's a psychic reader. Her sister told to this girl, this woman, so you, when you will be going to the Bristol, in Bristol you will be meeting one woman, and she'll be teaching meditation to you. And first she didn't believe that one, but when I asked them that I will be teaching meditation to them, she was quite amazed, because what her sister said, it became true. So in from the year 2012, again we came back to Bangalore, and again we moved to UK in the year 2013. And so again, after moving here, as usual, I was continuing my spiritual works, doing many spiritual website works. I was supporting during that time for the Ayappa's team, so they were handling the website during that time. I worked for so many websites like Spiritual Science Museum, Vegetarianism Everywhere, Gurus of India, and I would do a lot of many works. At the same time, I was so creative. As I said, I was multi-talented. I used to do so many arts, crafts, painting. I used to utilize my time productive. At the same time, only what I was going through is I don't know how to balance my emotions. So if anyone says anything to me, I just recall the same. I used to just recall the same experiences again and again, just falling into the thinking and feeling loop, thinking and feeling loop. From outside I'm feeling like I want to have a great relationship with everyone, with my husband, with my in-laws, with my parents, but inside I was feeling and holding all this hurt and resentment, and I was blaming others for all my situations in my life. Then I realized, and slowly I decided to take charge of my life, my dear friends. It is my best decision in my life, because I realized that blame is never going to make any of my relationships better, and it's never going to make my life better. So as I said, I started accepting my life, and as I'm experiencing life from both sides, I was enjoying my life, at the same time I was suffering. For example, when for suppose my husband, if he hurts me, just I was carrying that hurt in my body, in my etheric body, by recalling the same experiences again and again, like going through all this negative chatter many times in a day. And I realized that I am creating my own realities through through my thoughts, through my actions, and through my words. And I started to do again, to start this 41 days of meditation. And again I meditated like 3 hours for 41 days, and this time I started practicing gratitude, my dear friends. So I did meditation for 3 hours, and I started reminding all the good qualities about my husbands, my in-laws, my parents, because I was going through toughest phases with everyone, not only with my husband, with my in-laws, with my parents. So then I started realizing and seeing and reminding all the good qualities in them. And when I started reminding and recalling and seeing everyone as good, then I started feeling good about myself. Because friends, we have to always focus on what we want in our lives. So every relationship is different, so I started learning from every relationship. I started focusing on growth rather than suffering. So till then I was not at all accepting any situations in my life. I always felt, why me, why I'm going through all this such tough lessons in my life. So without understanding that they are in my life to teach me, to enlighten me. So now I'm so thankful to all my life experiences, to my husband, to my parents, to my in-laws, to my sisters, and to my friends, who made me, like, who taught me all these life lessons. Now my life is so beautiful, my dear friends, with very good understanding. Now if anything happens in my life, I just witness, just I go into the witness mode. I will start observing all emotions, so I don't have any hard feelings on anyone. Previously I used to hold that emotions. If anyone hurts, I used to have angry on them. Why, I used to always think why they did this to me, without realizing that I am creating that reality. So now no hard feelings on anyone, as I understood my outer world is reflection of my inner world. So now I started, like, just what you call, observing all my emotions. Second is getting disidentification, my dear friends. So I observe how my cells are reacting inside me. When I get angry, I just forget about third person, completely focusing on myself, what's going in my body during that time. So I just observe how my cells are reacting and how I'm responding, what type of emotions I'm projecting. Then third phase, what I do is I just embrace that part in me. So we have different phase, different parts, different selves in us, my dear friends. So we need to understand ourselves. So when we do all these processes like observing ourselves, getting disidentified with our emotion, with our body parts, with our own selves, and like embracing that parts, blessing that part, sending love and compassionate energies to that part, doing all this by doing all this, we'll get better understand about ourselves, my dear friends. So now I'm completely flowing with this energy of abundance, energy of universe. Yes, still I'm learning new lessons in my life, and I always enjoy challenges in my life, my dear friends. I don't fear for anything. So first of all, I used to have so many fears, what will happen if I used to always fake my feelings, so to impress others, to please others, if or else they won't talk with me, or else they won't respect me. Now as I completely took charge of my life, I started to understand better about myself. Now I'm very fearless, I completely enjoy all the challenges in my life. Because my dear friends, here we have to remember, all the emotions are very wonderful. How we operate with them is very important, my dear friends. I started to get complete understanding about these emotions when I started utilizing this full moon and new moon meditations. So I used to utilize this full moon and new moons regularly from the year 20 to 2010, but I don't know what is the significance behind this full moon and new moon meditations. So when I started researching, when I started to follow this full moon and new moon, slowly I started to get understand about the significance of this full moon energies. Slowly I started to understand about the science behind full moon, and after understanding and after implementing in my life, so I started sharing, taking full moon classes to USA people and to all the people, and so many people they got benefited. Because when we completely understand about the science behind full moon meditations, then we can change our life so miraculously, my dear friends. Because full moon days are the most powerful times for meditation, for recharging our energy field, for cleansing our chakras. As we as full moon has a powerful effect on our emotions. As Patricia says, whatever happens during this full moon, it will get amplified. So I started utilizing this 7 days of full moon meditation, 3 days before the full moon day, and 3 days after the full moon. And I explained 3 days before the full moon, the people who are not meditators, who always live in this body mind state, they experience a lot of emotional roller coaster because they are not aligned with their soul. So this full moon brings up all these unaddressed, deep rooted emotions which need to be healed. So all these emotions will be brought to the surface. So after practicing this emotional cleansing during these 3 days of the full moon, all my lower three bodies and lower three chakras started to get cleansed, my dear friends. So every emotion is very important. So during this full moon days, I started redirecting my energies. So when I completely, as I said, I observe if there is anger or any frustration or irritation, I'll go into that silence mode, and instead of giving energy to that frustration or irritation, I will start to redirect the same energy for my intentions and for my life purposes. So this full moon and new moons, they help me to manifest so many my wishes and desires in my life, my dear friends. So we need to understand about the energies. So always think in terms of energy, my dear friends. So energy is always neutral. So anger is a beautiful emotion, so we need to rightly express that anger in the right way. So all the gurus, they express anger in the right direction to correct the students. The same ordinary people, normal people, they express the anger in the wrong direction for selfish reasons or to satisfy the ego. So every emotion has its own significance. So everything should be in the middle path, as Patrici always says, be in the middle path. So anything like anything which is over, it will harm our system. So water, if we drink over quantity of water, it will definitely damage our system. So always live in the middle path, my dear friends. And always what you call my as our mind plays a great significant role in our manifestation process, always keep your mind so fresh, so clean, and always engage this mind in the right direction. And as give this right food for the physical body, and the right music or entertainment for the mind, and the right wisdom for the intellect, and right meditation for the soul. So always engage all this body with full right wisdom, right knowledge, right work, my dear friends. Then our life will be so happy, so blissful, and so peaceful. So I stopped constantly blaming myself, and I started to take the choice. So many people will forget about the choice, my dear friend. They will forget about that they has a choice to come out of that situation. For example, you want fit and healthy body. At the same time, you are not taking the choice to have this healthy fit body. You need to take the choice to go outside, to go to the gym, to go outside and have a beautiful walk, exercise. Unless until you take the choice, your life will be like that only, my dear friends. There will be no improvement in your life. So always have the intention, make a decision, make the choice, and perform that rightful action. Then all these three will lead to successful manifestation in your life. So upgrade yourself, my dear friends. As I said, with my inner work, I changed all my negative belief systems, and I upgraded them. I reprogrammed them with all these empowering belief systems. The suffering is a choice, my dear friends. We all have a choice to choose the best life. So situations are not in control, but how we react to that situations is very important. And the change is always a constant thing that is happening. Always project positive thoughts into this universe, and attract positive things into your life. And always start appreciating others. Always start thinking always start thinking about happy things about yourself. And when you do all things, then universe will does its magic, my dear friends. Don't underestimate the power of your subconscious mind. Your mind has all the power to create and manifest all the things in your life, my dear friends. Feel manifestation as so fun and so easy. Don't think manifestation as so what you call. Don't stress about this manifestation process. Manifestation is so fun and so easy, and we are all born to have this wonderful life, my dear friends. We all deserve these good things in our life. Only thing we need to do is believe that you deserve, believe that it is possible in your life. So these happy vibrations will always attract happy situations in your life. And I want to mention here how I heal my irregular periods. As I said, I was going through a lot of emotional stuff from my childhood. I don't know how to address it. So I registered all my negative emotions and negative memories in my subconscious mind, finally resulting to irregular periods. uh, from my childhood, I have a very bad experiences with the men, my dear friends. I started seeing like men disrespecting the women, and I started seeing childhood abuses, and seeing all this stopped accepting my feminine nature. So as feminine is all about that feeling, that being state. So but I was not feeling very good, and I was not accepting my feminine nature. But I have to be very thankful to my feminine part, and I have to be very thankful for my irregular periods, and for all my relationship challenges. And as I said, they're all my best teachers. They made me to understand about the life in a bigger picture, my dear friends. I realized that it's all my soul plan. I have chosen them for my own soul growth. So I started researching about these menstrual cycles, and in the year 2016, and I have gone through like I researched a lot about the connection of these menstrual cycles with the moon cycle. So slowly I started to utilize this womb wisdom, and I healed all my feminine female health problems by utilizing and accepting and forgiving and embracing my feminine part. I completely started accepting my feminine nature. Friends, so we need to educate all the women by sharing the right wisdom, my dear friends. So every woman, she should understand about her menstrual cycle. Every woman should have the right practical wisdom, right wisdom. So if I can heal myself, you can also heal yourself, my dear friends. And I shared about this experience in the PMC channel in this year, in the January month. I, by listening to my experiences, so many women called me, like so from many countries, and they started to share their depression stories, relationship issues, and started asking me how to heal all these relationship issues, how to heal our womb. So this is a time of feminine conscious awakening, my dear friends. Every girl, every woman should understand about this feminine side, and they should start to accept their feminine part, my dear friends, because individual healing of this feminine consciousness will heal this collective female pain body. So we need to heal ourselves. So when we heal ourselves, we are healing this collective female pain body, my dear friends. So this femininity is all about integration, my dear friends. Men is all about the logic, but because of so many conditioned belief system, women have been suppressed and developed so many physical wounds, like physical abuses, and so they are experiencing so much of shaming, not allowing themselves, and so much of programming has been done on this feminine part on the woman, like woman is weak, she can't do anything. And by listening all to this, we are unconsciously repressing our feminine part, my dear friends. So we started to compete with the men. We wanted to go out and make money, but why it is happening is because we are rejecting our femininity. But we need to remember, women are so strong, and also so many women have so many taboos and phobias about these periods, like so many don'ts, like hating the periods, why I have to get periods, and if I get periods I can't go to any work, I can't do this thing. We don't have no right knowledge on this period, my dear friends. So, and also we have so many belief systems, like when we get periods, no one should touch us, and we should not go to temples. But you should remember that period times or menstrual times, they are the complete rest and reset time for the woman. So we need to educate every girl child in the right way, that it is a great time of creations, because our daughters are our futures, my dear friends. If they have right wisdom, they will give birth to the very wonderful enlightened masters. So we need to educate them about this healthy feminine. Healthy feminine is about multitasking, accepting, intuitive, being empathetic, being receptive, being creative. See, the feminine is fully circular, my dear friends. Masculine is very linear, and feminine is very circular. So everything is there in the female body. No need to go out. Men need to travel to explore. Why Patrisar always ask women only to become vegetarians? We need not do anything. Just be vegetarian, my dear friends, and start accepting all the rejected parts in you. Accepting means completely accept your periods. So many ladies reject themselves by comparing with other girls. See, like, she's so thin, she's so beautiful, I'm so fat, I'm so ugly. See, we keep rejecting our bodies, we keep rejecting our emotions, and all these emotions will get piled up in our emotional body, and finally manifesting as PCOD, irregular periods, and uterus problems. Friends, remember, everyone is so unique. Accept you as you are, and accept others as they are, my dear friends. Don't expect anything from anyone. So this expectation is the root cause. And always trust your femininity, trust your feminine nature, redirect your energies to all the highest possible works on this planet earth. I'm so immensely thankful and grateful to Patriji for miraculously transforming and shifting collective consciousness on this planet Earth with this Mahila Dhyana Mahachakram energies. So for the first time when Patriji announced about this Mahila Dhyanama Chakram, I was jumping with joy, my dear friend. There was so much of inner joy, and I was feeling, yes, now it is a time for every woman to come out of their limiting belief system. So I felt so happy, and I'm so happy about all these Mahila Dhyanama Chakrams, and these energies which are created through this Mahila Dhyanama Chakram, they are completely shifting the collective feminine consciousness on this planet Earth, healing the feminine collective consciousness on this planet Earth, and helping, these energies are helping everyone to become meditators, to become vegetarians, and to become pyramid masters, my dear friends. So, everyone, please be yourself, don't fake yourself, believe in your worthiness. So when I started believing in my worthiness, opportunities started flowing into my life, my dear friends. Be fearless. Fear is very important, but don't waste your time with illusionary fears and imaginary fears. So don't give energy to what others think about you. So now I'm completely living my life the way I wished. So when I changed my energy, as I said, when I changed my energies, all my surroundings started to change. Friends, follow your intuitions, and my intuitions always guide me in the right way. Friends, here I want to mention about this Triple One Days project. So I got an intuition, my dear friends. I got this intuition in the July 2020, and immediately when I got connected with my intuition, I called to Patriji and asked, and I informed about this project. Patriji sir said, yes, proceed. And we successfully completed this Triple One Days of global goddess meditation with Triple One feminine masters across the globe, my dear friends. Wow, what a great event it was, my dear friends. And I was so happy that Patriji sir liked it very much, and he appreciated me, and he encouraged me, and he motivated me. Patriji is a driving force, my dear friends. He's a driving force for all of us. We are all the instrument in his hands, and we just have to surrender to SAR guidance, and SAR guidance and love in every phase of my life. It was really blessing, 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 my dear friends. No words to express about his unconditional love. Whenever I am in need or whenever I'm doing any wrong, SAR immediately corrects me, my dear friends. Yes, this Triple One Days was super success, and so many senior masters from our society, they called me and expressed me their joy and their happiness, and they said that it was like a mini Dhyana Mahachakram. And I felt so happy because Dhyana Mahachakram is like our heart of the soul for this PSSM movement. When they compared this Triple One Days with this Dhyana Mahachakram, I felt like, yes, I'm so grateful for choosing me for doing this great work on this planet Earth. Because, my dear friends, so many senior masters expressed that there was a great shift happened through this Triple One Days project. And as this Triple One Days project was started with the intention of connecting with all the feminine masters across the globe from many countries, so that we can create this unified collective grid across this planet Earth, my dear friends. I'm so happy and grateful for all the masters, especially for Patri sir for choosing me to do this project. And friends, this is all about my life journey in brief, and there are so many experiences to be shared. But yes, I covered everything in a nutshell. Thank you so much, PMC, for this opportunity. And yes, friends, thank you so much.